Good morning, y'all. It's Timidity. I'm out here looking pretty. Shout out to me. I got the Tudor drip. I love this necklace, and many other people do. Tonight's a good night. Let's see. It's 10:34 p.m. Friday the 14th. So close to being a bad luck day, but hey, it's the day after it. So hey, we made it, didn't we? To the end of the week. Let's see what pleasures are amongst us. A nice little surprise tonight is that I went out on the town. Not to do anything special because it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life anyway? It's like I don't have anything to do. My schedule just got cleared out for the next several months. I'm just kind of, I wouldn't say drifting aimlessly, but you know that feeling you get when you're in a lazy river and you're just like laying in those tubes, just staring into space and just letting the currents take you wherever they can take you and just trying to stay afloat. That's how I feel. And so far, all I needed to do today was just get some food in my system. So I went out, got some chicken order, and on my way there, I guess I just looked nice and classy with my hair nice and done. I didn't have any jewelry on or lip gloss on, and I usually do that each time I leave the house. Oh wait, no, I did have jewelry on. But it was nice. A man came up to me and he was like, "Excuse me, by any chance, do you know how to set up a trust?" And I said, "Surprisingly, matter of fact, I actually do not." And he was like, "Oh, no worries. You just look like someone who would know that. You look very professional and quite pretty too. You should be a lawyer. Or hey, you could always act as a lawyer. You'd be a very good pretend lawyer in a movie. Just like as long as you stick to the script, you'd get it." And it's like, oh, I was blushing. And that was pleasant. Plus, funny enough, it's my second time hearing it this week. Earlier this week, a security guard told me, I don't know if I uploaded the video about it yet, but I helped out this security guard lady who was being harassed by her coworker, and she would not stop telling me how pretty I was, how I need to be in the movies, and how I spoke so eloquently and defended her case incredibly well. Like, holy shit, I'll put it this way, I'm the type of person where I will never hesitate to send a scathing email. I will bring up the manager. I will make sure that review gets fucking posted so that people know about your spot. And I did such a good job that I had this old white man being like, "Ooh, let me take your number down. Here's my card." Ooh, like, huh. And yeah, I don't think that guy works there anymore who was upsetting her. And she was so happy. She was like, "You should be a lawyer. Do your parents know how intelligent you are?" The way you spoke to them, I was like, wow, I really found the best person for this. And it was so nice and it was pleasant. And it was really, really good. I like that feeling. Semi-relevant. Being beautiful and intelligent and awesome and creative and more means you are going to get envy, a special type of envy, and I'll bring it up, it is race related. Like, even when I, like, oh my god, like the bitches at Popeyes were hating on me just because I showed up and was like, "Hi, uh, nice to see you again. I have an order here for Tamia," and I picked up my food. They were so fucking rude and snarky and talking all sorts of shit and pendeja this, oh, why she that, and it's like, girl, I'm just here to eat my fucking Cajun fries. It's not my fault you have an insecurity, cause yo bum ass is working at a Popeyes on a Friday night, stuck singing fucking Demi Lovato songs, musty ass lip liner, crusty ass edges, smelling like fucking grease and back shots. That's your issue, not mine. So I get why they'd be upset. Actually, I don't, cause I don't have that mindset. They just saw someone who looks nice about to get food and they're just like, yeah, let's hate on her. Very fucking weird. I don't like that. It's just classless behavior and I've never understood it, but maybe it's because I usually see myself as pretty blessed and I think other people should count their blessings too. Life doesn't have to be as hard as people make it. But also racially, like I'm pretty sure I heard some racist shit being said underneath people's breath as I walked by. And like let's just say this, like, oh my god, gaggles of white women who like it's basically this is what happens with white women. They've been told that they don't have to try very hard, that they are the standard, and that anything they do will obviously be good and great, and they will get far in society and be loved and the prettiest girl in every room no matter what. And then they got hit with reality. That's why the fucking, what was it, the Tignon laws existed back in the day where they had to force black women to cover up their hair because they were so mad about the competition being actually also fucking gorgeous. So it's like, I don't know, white women grew up like, hey, you know what? Let's wash our bodies every 2 days, or hell, fuck it, let's shower like once or twice a week. That's all we need. I'm not gonna put in, and I'm not gonna wash my legs. I'm not gonna, like, just like, they do the barest of minimum because they were like, as long as my hair is thin and I got pale skin, I can take over the world. And then they meet someone like me, or plenty of other beautiful black women, where it's like, oh, look, nice jawlines, high cheekbones, beautiful, plush, lovely lips, nice big sparkly eyes, nice little way of talking. White women get very mad if you talk like them or if you can outdo them because it's like, white girls, they have the voice where it's like, they're like, excuse me, I would like this. Yes, thank you. And if you know how to do that yourself, like I do that, but better. It's like, oh, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, thank you so much. God bless your soul. You're amazing. They don't like that. They're like, who the fuck is this motherfucking bitch with the transatlantic accent out here doing my California Valley girl voice? And it's like, yeah, I'm just saying. So it's like there were just gaggles of white women out in the streets today, just like, oh boy, my unbrushed, oily fucking hair. I'm gonna run these streets, baby. And they had on their fucking pantaloons and the fucking, uh, like fucking weird 70s, like brown color. You know the color I'm thinking of, like the same color as their ashtrays and shit. Like everything was that color in the 70s. People loved that fucking shade of brown and red. Ugh. And they had their fucking hats with the pom-poms attached and their fucked up ass hair and their long trench coats with the little hoodies underneath or the little scarves and their hands in their pockets walking down the streets with their tall fucking bunched up socks and their little weird slide on boots, and they were like, I'm gonna eat this bit. I'm the hottest thing the city will ever see all autumn. And then someone like me steps out. No makeup. Hair is very much not at all fitting Eurocentric standards. Eyebrows aren't. Skin color isn't. Kind of, depending on how you see it, but usually no. And I'm out here, blinged up, beautiful Tudor drip, classy scarf, classy trench coat, some nice little jeans and some cute little heels. And I'm just simply walking around, and you see bitches hissing at me, whispering under their breath, talking about, ooh, I didn't think I'd get outdid by a. And I don't want to repeat the word that I think they said, because for all I could have just misheard, but I don't think I did. And even then, it's like, okay, it's not my fault that you're a 5 out of 10 white bitch. No, 4. Let's be honest, 4 out of 10 white bitch. And you thought you were gonna take over the city and own the night and rule the world, and that you were fucking on your Christian girl autumn shit. And then you simply saw a black person who also, actually, who just looks like 10 times, if not 3 times better than you. Not like we're even trying to be a competition, but if you want it to be one, let's admit it. I'm winning. I'm fucking LeBron on the court, bitch. So, white women do not know what to do when they see a black woman that's more attractive to than them. Also, even when I was out and about, I got snarky comments and little weird looks from this like one dude who I think was Mexican or some sort of Mediterranean mixed like something. And he was given that same attitude. Some people really don't like when black people, especially black women, appear to be doing better than them. Even though I realistically know it's like, okay, I have been in my house beating my meat all day, fucking miserable. I just wanted to step out and get some motherfucking food. That's all. And so I just conveniently was like, you know what? I can toss on a fucking scarf and a jacket for the sake of being warm. I'm gonna wear this necklace because it's my favorite fucking necklace that I own. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna go out and just simply pick up some food. And people wanted to give me little shady looks left and right, left and right, because they're insecure. They cannot handle, like, ooh, this is a race I'm supposed to see as inferior. This is a woman, and also it's supposed to be a black woman. And they want it to be in their head that everyone's like Rasputia or Shanae or Labubu or whatever the fuck. They have like terrible perceptions. They want all black women to be like that chick with the blonde braids in the fucking Friday movies. If anything, funny enough, someone I take as a role model is the artist Diahann Carroll. She is wonderful. If you're like, who's Diahann Carroll? Look up her character in Dynasty. And she also was in a bunch of other movies and stuff. She's a very classy, beautiful black woman. Even like, I don't know how I feel about her nose job, but I won't comment because you know what? She ate it up with her real nose and with her new one. Fuck it. Do what you want with your body. She was sexy as fuck. Oh, God bless her. So, amen. She's amazing. I also like Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt's great, but I have to admit, Diahann Carroll has a certain twang and flair that I just really, really love. I love a bunch of icons from the 50s. Grace Kelly, now the fucking, isn't she like Queen of Monaco or something? It's weird. I don't know. And then there's yeah, Grace Kelly, uh, Sophia Loren. Audrey Hepburn is okay. I'm chill with her. Like, but she's like, like I love her fashion. Don't get me wrong. She's cute. She's T. She raised money to fight against the Nazis back in the day using ballet and rebelled against her father. I respect that. There also was, who's that one person? There's someone I'm thinking of. Oh, The black mom from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the original Aunt Viv before Will Smith got mad and tossed her off the show. She's the epitome of class. I also love Jane Mansfield, even though she's trashy, but she's trashy in a fun way that I very much appreciate. Because it's like, she was a messy ass bitch that lived for drama, but you know what? She was also just a cute, sweet lady who was like, I'm gonna strut around, fuck anyone I want. Oh, look, fellas, a quick release latch that shows you my massive titties. Get me famous. I respect that. And she also had a chaotic life. Like, she had funny ass taste in men like I do. Because it's like, girl, you live in a pink Barbie like mansion and you're out here dating the fucking Antichrist? I'm not even kidding. Look it up. Jane Mansfield, the mother of Mariska Hargitay from Law and Order SVU. Iconic ass show. Jane Mansfield is Mariska Hargitay's mom. And Jane Mansfield was beheaded by a truck. And like I guess her wasn't it like Antoine DeVry, some stupid ass name. It was the name of this dude who was a cult leader of this church called like the Church of Satan in San Francisco, and he and Jane were like a thing. And I guess allegedly, when she tried to leave him for another ain't shit nigga because she has terrible taste in men, had tail, but still. The Antoine evil Satan guy was like, guess what? If you leave me, bitch, you're gonna die in a year. Ooh, and then guess what? She died in a year. She got beheaded by a fucking truck, and that's why now you see those big trucks. They have a huge metal bar underneath that they call the Mansfield bar because it's specifically supposed to stop cars from like going underneath and accidentally beheading the owners. And she was brutally beheaded. It was very sad, and it happened in front of Mariska. Mariska didn't deserve that. No one deserved that. That was fucked up. Yeah, that was disturbing, and it was super sad. Anyway. Yeah, I like it. Jane Mansfield had a chaotic ass life. I was like, it's just very fascinating to read about. Like, yeah, I respect it. She's real as fuck, you gotta admit it. Marilyn Monroe's life was also very sad and also fascinating to read about. She gets a lot of hate and praise, and you see why in so many ways, but it was very interesting. Who else do I like? I already mentioned Eartha Kitt, of course, iconic as fuck. There's someone I'm forgetting, and I hate that I'm forgetting. Someone who's iconic in black, but I guess let's turn around to someone noteworthy. Wait, no. Rita Hayworth. I also love reading about Rita Hayworth. She didn't deserve what she went through. It's so fucking sad. All of it. Her life is very sad. But then the biggest thing of all, um, Diahann Carroll. So this is what happened with the actress Diahann Carroll. She was on the hit show Dynasty as like a walking hot ass bitch on wheels. She said, she literally said, I want to be the first black bitch on television. And she wasn't any old black bitch. Like, she wasn't like, no, 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 no. No, she was like a white guy could be like, all right, we have gotten you the junior suite. And she'd be like, junior suite? I specifically asked for a senior suite. I have so many clothes that I cannot like, I don't sleep in my clothes and with them. My clothes need a separate room. I have my own room, my clothes do. If you do not accommodate me, I will find another hotel that will. And then she knew how to get threatening with it, to the point where she had white bitches in the show going, no, 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 we want you here. Yeah, we'll accommodate everything you need, 100%. And like shaking in their boots. And she was like, one scene that I love with her is like it's an iconic scene. She's wearing like an exotic fur, just like slung over her shoulder, and she's talking to this white woman, and then she's sipping on this wine that the rich white woman owns, and she's like, it's burned. Clearly this wine, clearly someone had it frozen in the bottle. Tastes stale. And then the white woman's like, well, clearly if you think it's stale, you don't have to drink it. Like, if it doesn't suit your taste, don't have any. And then, like, the white woman was like, oh, but I'm sure you'll enjoy that fancy ass caviar, aha. And Diahann Carroll was just like, oh, not really. Like, she says something so funny and classy that's just the equivalent of, oh, like she said like a very classy subtextual version of, oh, well actually that caviar is peasant food and I only have exotic. in my system. I wouldn't know anything about that. And like she knows, and then the whole scene after she leaves, the white woman just starts like breaking vases and throwing shit around her apartment. It's a funny ass show. It's a messy ass show. It inspired tons of other shows, I imagine. Like holy shit, if you like shows like Desperate Housewives and Devious Maids and all that shit, you will like if you're a Sex in the City person, you will love Dynasty. But I love her. And what happened with the real actress Diahann Carroll, who I believe the character she plays in Dynasty is Dominique Devereaux. Some rich ass white lady, racist as fuck, invites every member of the cast except for Diahann Carroll, and she specifies to tell her this. She says, "Oh, I like you on the show, but simply put, I can't introduce you to my kids because then they're going to ask questions about why they see a black person like you that doesn't match what we've told them in reality. And we can't let them think that someone like you actually exists, right? I hope you understand." And it was basically their version of saying, we think that you people are trash mongrels who will fucking just like die in the ghetto. And it was a white woman who was so racist that she didn't want her kid to actually see a beautiful black woman, gorgeous as hell, healthy, kind, smart, polite, dripping with jewels and exotic furs, and having a wonderful time with them and intermingling because she wanted to believe that they needed to be in a very segregated, white, creepy ass 1488 type society. Terrible as fuck. But you know what? Diahann Carroll was like, okay, I'm good, love, and joy. And then she went on to win so many awards that people found out about her regardless if they wanted to or not. And she was a fucking icon. And that is very important to me. And I love that. People can be so racist. Like, I guess another thing is I actually did try to be an actor when I was younger. I've done a lot of things in this lifetime. It's wild to think about. It feels like so long ago. But it was. It's been almost a decade since then. Weird to think about. But I remember the specific way I was going to I'll put it this way. People in my area are so racist that they'll post roles and they'll be like, we're looking for a love interest, we're looking for someone classy, we're looking for this, and then they'll say we're looking for someone who is either white, Asian, or Latino, and we are looking for people who are from, like, let's say San Francisco, Berkeley, and Alameda or Concord. And it's like, oh, you're trying to exclude black women from Oakland and Native Americans. Interesting. So fuck you, and I guess you'll just have to miss out on someone like me because of your bigotry. And that is what will happen. But it's a disgusting world we live in. It's so sad. I don't think women should pit each other against each other for competition. I don't think we should have weird racial hierarchies where people actually get upset when they see me. Like at high-end restaurants, they're upset. They don't think I should have access to that space. They don't think they should treat me as if I'm better than them or anything. Or else sometimes I meet people within my own race or my own city who act like I think I'm better than them. Whole time I don't. I'm just being my natural self, and it's not my fault you are insecure. Because deep down, I don't think anything is wrong at all with working at Popeyes. I think something's wrong with being a stank ass bitch. Deep down, I don't think anything was wrong with those white women's outfits that they were wearing today. It was perfectly cute, perfectly adorable. But I do think something was wrong with the racist shit I heard them say. I don't think anything is inherently wrong with like Latino men or Middle Eastern men or Mediterranean men, but I do think something is wrong with the way they perceive black women, for sure. Huh. And I do think there's something wrong with me chugging a cold ass energy drink when it's only 7 minutes away from being 11 p.m. But shit happens. All I can say is, at least I know I'm living happily and I'm making myself happy and I feel good. And the people who talked down on me today, they were low vibrational human beings that need to work on their insecurities, but me, I've worked on mine. So I will strut down the street happily with a headscarf, with my cute jewelry, with my trench coat and my jeans and my heels, and I will walk down the street happily and confidently because I have nothing to prove to anybody. And me walking with happiness, grace, and peace is a blessing, and I enjoy it. And no one can ever take that from me with whatever snarky remarks they make, because we all could have easily strolled and had an evening, but they wanted to mess up their own. And so I hope it hurts them, and I know it does. And it makes me happy that it does, because it's like, you know what? You're choosing to be hurt, so I hope it hurts as much as you want it to, if not more. Just consider that my fate with you. But yeah, fuck that ugly ass white woman, fuck those bitches at Popeyes, and fuck those dusty ass niggas with the shitty fucked up guts and the shitty fashion. I looked better than all of them, I acted better than all of them, and I was minding my business happy and had not a single bad thing to think or say about any of them before they acted the way they did. God bless and amen, and that is reflective of my true character, and I love that. Amen. And then as for, it is funny how twice this week I have heard someone say that I should be a lawyer or an actress. I don't know if I would say that's a sign. Then again, it's like, yeah, those are like, but the first instance was just me in public, ironically at that same Popeyes. A very sweet Christian lady. She just was like, "You're beautiful, you're well dressed, I love the headscarf and the everything you got going on, you're quite lovely," and like just being sweet about how eloquent I was and classy and nice and how I genuinely cared about her being safe. Even with the odds against us, I still fought for her, and it seems like it went well. And then as for, I don't know, she did tell me, it's like, hey, if you ever want to be a lawyer, you could start now, and then hey, 10 years from now, like, black don't crack. So you'll be like, what, 35? That's still plenty young. And you'll be a lawyer with a bunch of money, and you'll still look 25. And it's like, alright, sounds good to me. Hell yeah. And that feels nice. I am glad that people see me as a classy, beautiful woman. And so much that I went to the corner store for my energy drink, and before I could leave, the guy behind the cash register, sweet older man, he was so sweet to be like multiple times, just like, looking good tonight. You look majestic. You look amazing. Looking absolutely spectacular. And he was like, you are looking absolutely spectacular, looking fantastic. And I was like, oh, you're making me blush. He was like, looking good tonight. I was like, oh. And that feels great. I like that. And I guess I feel happy. It's a blessing in disguise when you get hate for your looks or whatever, because it's like, oh, I look that good that I'm upsetting you, because it's like I'm not wearing any makeup. Like, I put on a little bit of lip gloss even before this video, but it's so funny how it's like, wow, even with my eyebrows, like, not laid down or whatever, and even with my lips damn near turning blue from the cold, excuse me, I'm still washing you bitches? Excuse me, that's crazy. Pardon my language. I mean, pardon my burping. God bless. But it is just super funny. But still, to an extent, I wish people wouldn't be that way, but all I can do is control my own actions, and I have to say, every action I do, I'm proud of, because I stepped out the house beautiful, graceful, and peaceful, and being nice to people. Amen. That feels good. And so there's a quote by Remy Ma where it's like, rest in peace to all the bitches that are dying to be me. It'd be nice if they were trying to be me. Like, no offense, it's like, why are you insecure? If you don't like your lifestyle, change it. Don't hate me because I actually enjoy mine. How about you get a skin routine, take care of your hair, and embrace whatever like, actually enjoy. Either enjoy what you've got or change it if you don't like that. That's all I gotta say. Like, come on now. People have fucked up souls. Also, those same people would be mad as fuck. 1 second. Those same people would be mad as fuck if I left the house unkempt or looking a mess. Because then they'd see me as an eyesore. But then they all treat you like that even if you look better than them, because some people just really have a weird brain chemistry, dude. It's so pathetic. But I feel happy. I feel content. And I'm so glad that I have reached a level of mostly healthiness inside and out. Objectively. Debatably. I like how I said that and I'm not even fully believing it. It's like, girl, you know why you got that energy drink at 11 p.m. at night. But I am saying I am so glad that I've been taking care of myself enough where I get to leave the house, and not only do I get showered with respect and beautiful peace, but I also get to see what type of stank people exist and they would reveal their true selves right away from pure envy and shock and hatred. And it keeps certain people away, and I am blessed for that. Amen. But yeah, also, I guess if there ever are roles where people are like, hey, we're looking for a classy black woman or a classy woman regardless of her race or anything, I'd love to do that. Fuck it. I could be the next Olivia Pope, except not like sucking off white presidents and shit. Believe it or not, I know you're like, Tamia, look at your dating history. Don't remind me of that. That's my personal business. I don't want that to be my on screen thing. No, thank you. Because it's like some people, I have not watched much of that show. All I know is her character Olivia Pope is always getting motherfucking back shots from the president after he disrespects her, and it's like, come on now. I would like a role that's better than that, like Legally Blonde, except a black girl, or like Black Swan, except a black girl, or anything. I like it. I like that shit. I think it's very important because you know what? I'm so tired of people being like, ooh, DI, ooh, this. No, it's just like, hey, guess what? There are people that exist on this planet who are not white or pale or this, and that, who deserve roles where they are classy and loved and awesome. Because you know what? Another movie that has inspired me is Last Holiday by Queen Latifah, one of my favorite movies of all time. And that's a movie where it's like a plus-sized black woman just goes, fuck the mistreatment at my job, I know my worth. Fuck this and fuck that. And she decides to just be a cute little bad bitch, just fucking like lovely little lady in her pretty dresses, enjoying all the best treatment as everyone's like, why is she here? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? And it's solely because she can. It's a beautiful movie and I love it so much. And that's what I want. I want more roles where it's like, hey, guess what? just like how like just like how everyone else gets cool roles in movies, there could be like, think about it. I'm gonna say it. Remember how in Kill Bill, Vernita Green, her sexy ass, she needed a lot more screen time. She was a fascinating character. But no, we got O and Ishii, we got the two white bitches, we got plenty more. I'm just saying, it's like it'd be nice if some people went, you know what, we should make more movies where it's like black women being superheroes or ninjas or being the main love interest and not killed off or not replaced with a white woman or whitewashed or anything. And I love that. I love representation. I love black women being treated just as beautifully and delicately and awesomely as every other race. And that's what we want. Equality. Amen. And that is very important. Anyway, that maybe it's a sign I should get back into screenwriting because it's like all my goals this winter was to produce comedy shows, but it's like I have a lot of cool scripts that I did stop working on because I don't know, life happened, and now I have the time again. It's like, oh, I could finish that script I was making, where it's like sometimes I even have to remind myself. I'll make a script and be like, hey, why is this character Asian? What would change in the story if you turned the story from like King Dynasty, like, or King, or is it Qing? I think it's King Dynasty, like Chinese Imperial China. What if you just changed it to like Imperial Ethiopia or like other parts of it? Like, what if you did change it to like bring attention to the rich beauty of these cultures that have been demonized, while other ones are always acted like they're so beautiful, rich, and luxurious, and they are, but so are other cultures. Like, there's a reason that people push in the media that all people from Africa are just like starving, need 20 cents a day, and Sarah McLachlan singing in the background and live in mud huts, because they don't want to show that there's actually parts where it's fucking beautiful and perfect and awesome and had lush history. They don't want to do that, and I'm tired of it. And then aside from that, I was working on a script based off of my own experience with like psychosis from like doing some edibles, and I changed the character to white in the script until eventually like some friends also had to be like, hey, Timidity, it is based off of your experience, why isn't she a black girl? And I was like, why do I think that this character isn't going to be deserving of sympathy, or like, yeah, Maybe it's because deep down I've lived a life where I've just seen firsthand people do not give a shit about like black women. It's so sad. And they should. But it's like, you know what? People don't give a shit about women usually anyway, so it's like, fuck it. Might as well go all in on it. Plus, it's like, fuck it. Just like how in the story it could be like a sad, anxious little white girl crying and shaking, you could make it a sad, anxious black girl crying and shaking and still have an awesome ass narrative that will probably sell millions, if not billions, at the box office. So, let's fucking do what we want. Anyway. And then I'll just, yeah, I just have to catch myself and be like, be the change you want to see, write the scripts, and then imagine if you were the character, because you can easily be the character. And yeah, live your life happily. God bless and amen. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say for now. Look at this necklace. I love it again. Also, fun fact about me, I love jewelry that has been worn by white imperialists or imperialists of like any culture, because I think it's so amusing that a black person like me, who's also seen as a whore to some, if not most, which is fine, whatever. It's not wrong. And then also being queer and a bunch of things that the world said I shouldn't be. I get to wear jewelry that looks just as good, if not better, than what fascists had. And I get to wear it and own it and do it and look 10 times better in it. And that makes me happy. I have plenty of jewels that represent Queen Elizabeth's fucking bullshit too in my house as we speak. Because I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The bitch owned slaves. She ruined entire countries. Like, fucking, some countries have never recovered from the terrible things she did to them. She is a disgusting imperialist. So I hope she's shaking in her boots in the afterlife, entirely offended that some beautiful black woman who mugs her in a million different ways is out here wearing jewelry that she has, but better, with shinier stones, and in a more sexy way. Also, just because I love history. Shout out to the Tudors. Oh my god, Anne Boleyn. Woo, God bless. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. Gotta hit him with the bling bling.